Hi, I'm Brian Bolio. I'm the production manager here at the Jack Singer Concert Hall, and we're the end client for this installation. We've had a long relationship with Gear Audio. They were involved in the installation of our previous sound system, which was a wonderful solution for this venue. Gear support throughout the last 14 years since that system was installed has been unparalleled. Gear have been with us every step of the way, from design through to final tuning, supporting our needs as the customer. The relationship between Gear and Meyer is, I would say, they perfectly complement one another. They're uncompromisingly committed to your success as the client.
Hello, my name is Jack Jameson. I'm the head sound technician at the Jack Singer Concert Hall in Arts Commons in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Welcome to the Jack Singer. It's a 2,000-seat acoustic symphony concert room that we use for all kinds of different applications. So it requires a very complex system design to be able to do support for the symphony and full-on rock show. This project probably started in spring of 2019 when I started talking to Sean Hines from Gear about a new system for the concert hall. We went through an extensive demo process over the course of that spring and through into the end of that summer, comparing products from other manufacturers as well as the Meyer Sound product. And in the end, we found the Meyer Sound product to be closest to what we needed for the variability that was necessary in this room.
I'm David Vincent, Senior Technical Support for Meyer Sound, based out of Montreal. The initial plan here was to put a line array as the center, and it turns out that it was too coherent and the room was actually sending it all back on stage as one huge slapback. So it was as loud on the stage as it was at front of house. So we ended up using the point source array. So it was creating more wavefront, and it was kind of breaking the reflection. So now the spill on stage is very reduced versus like the line array option. This room allowed us to make good use of low-mid beam control, which is a tool we've been using for about 5 years since Galaxy was released. Low-mid beam control is basically allowing us to shape the contour of the low-mid frequencies in the line array to match the contour of the room. The longer an array becomes, the narrower the frequency, the low-mid frequency gets. So low-mid beam control allows us to either spread or steer up the low-mids to match the shape of the room.
My name is Ian Robertson. I work with Gear Audio Distribution. I've been part of the company for 15 years. My primary job there is system design, education, and technical support. When it comes to projects, any project really, but in particular projects of this scope, collaboration is a key element. Right from the initial design process, we need to have really good collaboration with the end users of the facility, and it starts with drawings and design and designing the system so that it's tunable and alignable when we get on site and actually do it. So Meyer Sound has a couple of really great tools for doing upfront design and accurately predicting what the end result is going to be. Map 3D has been released a few months ago, and that's an excellent tool for doing that. So we end up being able to do a great deal of the prep work and the design work of exactly what speaker is going to be used where and why, so that when the system is deployed, it makes it that much easier to tune. Most of the work is already done.
We needed basically a system that had no sightline impacts and a system that had a lot of volume, and there was no way that we could come up with that would allow us to do both things simultaneously. When you go with a non-line array system, there's a very definite SPL ceiling that you can't get past. And with a line array solution, there's no way that you can hang it properly and not have it impact seats in a room that wraps 360 degrees around the stage. We ended up deciding to do a double system with a permanently installed point source system consisting of all Meyer Sound boxes, and then a line array from Meyer to add to that when we required the level for rock shows.
My name is Sean Hines. I'm the Western Canada Sales Manager for Gear Audio Distribution, and I've been in this position for 23 years. The client is very important in the system design because the client has the knowledge of how the room responds to certain situations, many different situations that they've seen over the years. This is something we can't see from a drawing. We can't know that that wall is reflective or it's a problem. So the integration in the design and the relationship is a discussion back and forth between the two of us to discover what solutions might provide the best solution. Because in every sound system design, we're constantly managing all the compromises. And what we're looking for is the most reasonable compromise in all of these challenges that suits the need of the client.
When we were making the decision during the demo process, one of the deciding factors for us was not only the quality of the product, which is great, but also the relationship that we have with the people directly at Gear, and the amount of support we get with regard to product control, product quality, product replacement when necessary, and the design work. Second to none and incredibly collaborative. Often these kinds of projects are turned over to the manufacturer and their design people, and they give you what they give you. And this has not been the case for us at all with Gear Audio and the Meyer product. There's been a very collaborative effort all the way through.
My name is Ben Burrell with Sapphire Sound, one of the owners. Run our operations in Alberta here. Just been happy to work with the Gear team, with the team at Arts Commons on this project. Really a unique opportunity, obviously. Iconic venue here, and to work with Jack and his team to put together a solution that fit their needs and the needs for the future. It's been a whole lot of fun. Working with Gear has been a really unique experience as well. This started almost 2 years ago. A couple of infocoms, some in-house demos. We ended up taking a trip down to Meyer Sound with the Gear team. I got to see the Meyer factory production line, see the quality and the service component of the product. And I think that's really what's helped make the system come together and confirm the sale essentially for the team at Arts Commons, with seeing the service aspects that Gear brings, the level of support in Canada and in North America, with the factory being located in Berkeley. Really makes you feel like you're surrounded by a team of individuals that is there to serve should anything go wrong. If you look around the venue, obviously digital consoles, got lots of ClearCom and DPA and Meyer. I think it's a testament to the product, to the support, and to Gear. The fact that they had Meyer and they're going with Meyer again. Obviously the products have changed, but the solutions that Meyer present, follow the same lineage, and the support that they've received over the past decades with their other products just says everything about the company.
One of the other things that was very difficult for me to accomplish in 2004 was to have some kind of programmable control over all of the powered speakers throughout the facility. With the new purchase of a LynTec panel, we now have motorized breakers that control every one of the systems. Should anything fail audibly, I can turn just that product off without having to worry about losing coverage for anybody else. We can solve the problem, turn the product back on, all via a web interface or via remote switching. So that's a real valuable thing. We're dealing all with one manufacturer rather than dealing with a manufacturer who does a relay, a manufacturer who does an electrical panel, a in-house guy who has to do the interface in between the two. Having it all as a turnkey package in one place has turned out to be a real boon for us.
So we've been on site for a few days tuning. One of the things that's very important in this tuning process is to include the venue people, the people who are going to be operating this system on an ongoing basis. They've had years and years of experience in the room. They know what they need the system to do. They know the different types of performances they're going to be supporting in the venue. It's kind of a twofold thing. There's a lot of decisions. Every tuning job involves a bunch of different compromises and decisions. We need to understand why those compromises were made. They need to understand them and they need to buy into them. They need to be able to defend the decisions that were made. For people who are coming into the venue are going to be, an engineer would come in to mix their band in the venue and he may have questions. They need to understand why we made these decisions during the tuning process, what the rationale was, and be part of that process, and that's a very important part of it.
Through the whole design process, everyone was very, very consultative and worked with our team to come up with, I think, is a solution that's just perfect for this venue.
It's exactly what we hoped for when we were doing the original design process. We're really pleased with where we think we're going to be able to go with this product now and into the future. And we know that Gare's going to support us right through that process.